Hello guys, we're back with Slay the Princess Part 2. And over the course of the few days that I've been waiting to play it, I feel like I've come up with different theories of what it all could mean. So we're gonna figure this out. We've already delineated or concluded that the narrator is not to be trusted because he ghosted us after we did what he told us we were supposed to do. And we had this very intimate moment with like the humanoid creature that the princess became, and it was very like mystical and vague and like spoken analogies. So I don't know if we're going to be as defiant as we were last time, but we definitely aren't going to trust the narrator all the way. And it seems as though in this chapter with the hero and the princess that this is the only voice in our head besides the narrator, and we've kind of established the narrator is outside of us. So let's begin. I do want to explore a little bit more and not be so quick to conclude. But I am curious to see what happens if we just like go straight for it and just like kill the princess. Let's see. I'm trying to choose an option that we didn't do last time, but I can't remember all the way. And we already know that the narrator gave us some bullshit of like, you're the only person who can do this for whatever reason. Okay, we didn't do this one. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes. You'll have to slay her before you get it.
What? That's it? You have to slay her before you get it? Can you please tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I'm not buying it. I don't buy it. Alright, let's just silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find a warning before you. She will lie, she will cheat. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright, let's see.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
The setup's normal.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Right.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want
to
do this right.
We took the blade last time. I don't want to take the blade. I'm just going down.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
She sounds so sweet.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Is the hero catching feelings?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Okay. I'm gonna go with hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Oh, she sure is welcoming. Don't be a stranger. Why are you flirting with us right now?
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you.
Uh-oh. He's catching feelings.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk a bit first. Let's fill this out.
Okay.
She does seem sweet, though. Maybe a little too sweet. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna say I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I don't have any explanation though, because the narrator's being so vague. He can't tell me fucking anything. What's your name?
Oh.
She's like, oh, I've never thought about that.
Carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Okay.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Why do I feel like she's kind of like... What would be that word? What's that word? She's like a decoy. She's just like this, like, empty vessel to distract us from something. Because I don't think this is about the princess. I don't think this is about the narrator. I think they're both alluding to something. Let's just say that. So Princess is your name.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Oh, she really doesn't want to answer that question. She doesn't like that.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
How long have you been down here? You've been down here so long that you forgot your name? And you can't be more than 30 years old. So when did they lock you up down here? When you were like 5?
Okay, that's weird.
It is weird.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back.
I'm not getting the blade. I'm not going back upstairs. What have you been eating and drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Because you don't eat or drink. I'm on to you.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
He doesn't see how that's relevant. It's extremely relevant. Oh my gosh, I have so many questions. Should I set her free? Should I do it? I'm gonna do... Oh gosh, what am I gonna do? What are you gonna do if I let you out?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
She's like, please let me out. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do know I don't want to be here anymore. I haven't eaten in 30 years. I haven't eaten or had water in 30 years, and I don't even know my own name.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Oh. That's quite the comeback.
It's not like you'd believe me.
You know what? I have decided we're gonna believe her. We're just gonna send it and we're gonna be like, okay, we're letting you go. This is why I could never be I could never be a cop or like a teacher or somebody who's supposed to discipline people, because I would just be like, yeah, that works. You're free. It's not that deep. I'm getting you out of here. That's what I'm gonna choose.
Only making this more difficult.
Yeah. Well, we'll see who's less trustworthy, you or the princess.
Thank you. Thank you.
Princess.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Am I?
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine.
Oh gosh, I forgot that this
break
is
them
like
apart.
supposed to be scary.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
She just seems so normal.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Wait, what? I'm just gonna try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Wait a minute.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Yeah. If I'm trying to riz her up and the narrator doesn't want to see me win. The narrator is getting in the way of me rizzing up the princess. And you know, if she's a princess, she must have an estate of some kind. So if she has an estate of some kind, then we're gonna be living good. Especially if she's being nice to me, maybe I have a chance. And I'm gonna take that chance.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, who is they though?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
They.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Stop it right now. Stop.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
I was not expecting that.
It's the blade from
Oh
upstairs.
shit.
You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Oh my god. Oh, the blade. Okay. Okay. Let's think. Let's think here. Why did it take her to have me in the room with her to bite her arm off? Oh my gosh, okay. Oh my gosh, okay. What the fuck? Okay.
Or we could use it to free.
Because I stabbed her last time and nothing really happened.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm gonna free her, whatever.
Fine.
She's a little unhinged, but
Against your better judgment,
look
you
at me.
place the blade
If she's willing to
against the
accept me,
ragged,
I'm willing to accept that she's a
self-inflicted
little
wound on the
unhinged.
princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
This is like Beauty and the Beast for real, so... Oh my god. Oh my god, this is
You cut
insane.
into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone.
Oh
of
my
her arm.
god.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Jesus
She didn't
Christ.
so much as utter a sound
She
through
didn't
the whole
scream at
ordeal.
all. She didn't scream at all.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours,
Wow.
blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Maybe she's one of those people who, like,
Thank
doesn't
you.
have pain receptors.
Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Wait, what is the narrator about?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Is the narrator about to take over our body?
What are you doing?
Oh no. Oh no. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I'm curious to know if, like, any of these Slay the Princesses are different from each other. I doubt that they are. But that's just weird that they would give you so many options.
The blade. Move the blade.
The narrator really took over our body. That's crazy.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step
I
forward.
knew he couldn't be trusted.
We both know this isn't you.
Do we? How do you know me? Neither of us have a name, so how can we know each other?
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. Do you want?
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done.
she's killing us.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
So I can feel pain, but she can't.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
We're dead. Pretty sure we're
Well,
dead.
that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you
Oh,
made your choice. It's over.
She really does look sad though. She's so believable.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn, again? It's like the third time I died. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
Chapter 2.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Right, so it begins the same way. Let's see what happens.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I mean, I'm okay with taking the L because I didn't really want to kill her anyway. Okay, I'm getting deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Cap, you're lying.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh, we have a new character. New character unlocked. The voice of the smitten. Oh, it's our lover boy personality. Okay, so we had the contrarian, and now we have the other voice. Our partner is the smitten, and he likes the princess.
Beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The four of us? What? There's not four of us. They're in love. That's a bit quick.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Oh, how cute. Okay, I'm gonna say this is more than just deja vu. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally
We could go
just
back
happened.
and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
I don't think it works that way, though. See, if I just wouldn't let shit like that slide. If it was me and the narrator, like, he wouldn't be getting away with this shit. He's just very dismissive and, like, he gaslights a lot. Yeah, why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Please, I need
Let's
some
say
answers.
for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her.
Well, if it weren't for the narrator intervening, she wouldn't have had to kill us.
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I beg to differ.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
So far it doesn't look like a different world.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
What happened after I died? You tell
do you
me.
think the people there
How am I
live
supposed to know?
happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Convoluted.
I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
But that's all he ever has to say about the princess. Like, both him and the princess don't have any answers. They're not giving an inch. All he can say is she's bad. He can't even say how she's bad. Can we talk about the princess, please?
Just be quick about it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, how is she dangerous? She could barely hold a knife.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Just like I'm supposed to get a reward for this.
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Who locked her in the basement?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
How could I not? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? I mean, they're both good questions, but I'm gonna go with this one. What
I
aren't
told you
telling me?
everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
I will not. Because you possessed me.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Should we save her? I'm gonna try and save her.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call. A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Not him telling him to shut up.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task.
We're on the same team. We can't be fighting with each other. It's us against the narrator.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, we got an upgrade. This cabin is way nicer. And the music's way nicer too. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I think I don't want to take the blade. But the mirror, we looked in the mirror last time. Let's look at it again.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
How is he gaslighting us like this?
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Let's go get her and see if she sees the mirror.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome
That's
I
a
am.
great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
This
What
game,
would it even do?
this game does such a good job in like making you question your own thought process. Because I can see, like, the narrator's been super sus so far. But at the same time, our character it is not all there mentally. Like, our character hears voices and, like, has multiple personalities, seemingly. And we're definitely some kind of, like, humanoid creature. Like, I thought we were a wolf. But it's kind of like, he has like lizard skin too, so it's like, I don't know. Both, I could see both being true. That there is not a mirror and we're just hallucinating. But I do want to look in the mirror again to see if it's different. Because everything changes in each reality. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
It disappeared.
But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
This cabin is different than last time.
Very different.
Yeah.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
I have questions. Damn. I'm not taking the blade. Because we're gonna free her.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Wedding bells is a bit much.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Come back? What do you mean by that?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Oh wow, yeah, they're catching feelings.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Also, something I noticed about this game is, which I really like, is how multitudes can exist simultaneously. And that concept, thinking of that concept in and of itself, is kind of like hard to wrap your head around. But I like how it's showing one objective situation and multiple subjective perspectives. Right? I'm definitely not gonna kill her though. Like, if I can, I'm gonna try and free her.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Wait, what? I'd really hoped I'd be the first. The first to what? The first to what? Die?
Now, hold on.
He
If she actually
pisses me
ended
off.
a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
The narrator pisses me off so bad. Okay, I'm definitely not gonna do that. Ask her why she killed me. What happened after I died? That's what I'm gonna ask her.
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay. Yeah, okay. She's not wrong. Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
What do you know, though?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything.
See?
She is innocence itself.
Not so sure.
Okay, let's get to the nitty-gritty. The narrator took over my body. It was unfair.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Okay, she's being a little bit too PC.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
I just think she's
You
happy
think
that we
she
came
has
back.
someone like him telling her what to do.
Whatever that means.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Okay. Let's rescue her.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts.
The hero watches Ben Shapiro. Facts over feelings.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
He needs empirical evidence for everything.
One of us has to be.
Okay, don't act like... The hero wants to act like he's so level-headed and he's so objective when he's catching feelings for her.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
What?
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, okay.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
So she definitely could have just freed herself. She didn't need us to do that.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Well, I'm kind of tempted to ask her what she wants to do, but she never has any answers. Let's just ask her. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Par for the course.
I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave, and I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm saving you, so let's go. I'm definitely not gonna ask her that because this is just gonna be a loop until we get into another reality. Let's see. If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
This is low-key too good to be true. It can't be this joyous, can it?
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
Wait, they're holding hands.
I will mope about it.
because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand.
Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Why is she looking at me like that? Why is she looking at me like she's in love with me? Are we in love?
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Yes. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
The narrator did that to us. Oh yeah, this guy he's not a good guy.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here?
He's not gay.
That's not
He's
fair.
the op.
We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Okay. I'm not gonna make her open the door. I'm gonna try and open it.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
The narrator's so pissed.
Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one.
Wait, I think it's too good to be true, but it just might work.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and
The blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
We just fuck up all our progress and kill her. No, I'm not doing
enjoying
that.
this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Narrators are number one op, I swear.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here?
Narrators
Seems like an easy win for everyone.
Narrator's our biggest hater.
That's not how this works.
That's so funny.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Well, let's go before she wants to kill us, if she's a bad person. I'm just ignoring them.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Oh no. Oh no, what's happening?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Cole. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
What is happening to her? Does she like lose life force as she like gets away from the cabin or something?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Our feathers? We have feathers? Wait, that thing... What just swallowed her? You don't have a chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. What
She's
memory?
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Is the narrator seeing this? The narrator needs to see this. Because he thought we were making this up. What are these answers? Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared. I'm gonna say, just trust me. We've been here before.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Wait, what? Are we gonna enter the mirror? Like, is it a portal? I'm gonna say see you on the inside. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Okay, yeah, because the hero was freaked out last time.
She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Gaze into your reflection. Oh, okay. We do have feathers. You can't see it because my camera is blocking it, but he has feathers on his arms. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Okay, it's the same. Oh, you've grown. Wait, what's on his skin? What's coming off of his skin? Like juice. Why is there juice coming off of his skin? You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet again. Okay, there she is.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay, so we are not dying. She's erasing our memory. Wait a minute. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Like, when we get to this, what did they call it? Like, the long quiet. When we're in the long quiet, what does that mean? We step into the mirror and then we're in the long quiet and then we see this, like, these hands. But last time the hands were covering the princess we stabbed. And the princess we stabbed was, like, this three-headed, like, weird creature. Okay, let's ask some questions. Gosh, there's so many questions. Are you the same being as before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I'm the same. So is she implying that she's grown? Everything you say feels like a riddle. Why can't you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Wow. She said you can leave. She's like, you don't have to be here.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
The vessels you choose to bring me? What? What does that mean? Okay, so she is saying like she's changing, or it's changing. And it's growing when we give it vessels. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
I guess that makes sense. That's like the most understandable thing she said so far. Let's see. I've heard them. What do you mean? How many more do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Like, dang, like, she's got me working overtime. She said she's a pond, but she needs to be an ocean. Like, dang, I'm feeling like I'm Amazon delivery right now. I'm Amazon priming her these vessels. Whatever the vessels are, I haven't figured that out yet. What do you think of this vessel? I can't understand if the vessel is me.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
The vessels are the princesses.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
The vessels are... I'm bringing her the princess. I'm sacrificing the princess every time. Damn. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've heard them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Whoa. A price for freedom.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
It's kind of a bar. Okay, I think I'm done. What if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? What if I just wait here forever?
Then we will remain here as we are now, barely finished, damp, cavernous.
Wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Okay, she said that last time. Wait forever. Alright, you don't need to wait. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. So you don't have any preferences? Like, can you give me an idea?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
That makes sense. She can't know what she doesn't know. I'm like educating her, basically. Okay, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
She's being... Oh shit, that scared me. She's being kind of nice. Or is it just me?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Well, well, well. Back in chapter 1, I'm so curious if this can go further than chapter 1 and chapter 2. I think so far we've only seen like chapter 1 and chapter 2 in various forms. I was hoping to get more answers than we got. But we'll just keep it there. And we'll come back at a later time to get more answers. That was really sweet, and I didn't expect it to be so chill. So that was pleasant. But yeah, we'll stop there.